Hi, everybody. Since Coach probably tried to prevent this from happening from the moment it was first scheduled, I'll try to be brief for his sake. And since we're here honoring Coach tonight, I think it's probably fitting, if not required, to have a little bit of a Chip Kelly reference. So this summer, the Eagles and the Ravens held a number of joint practices together, and after one of them, a reporter from the Baltimore Sun asked about Chip's his time here at Homewood, and although he only spent 1 year on the staff here, it was really evident what impact this place had on him. He mentioned a lot of the people that he forged relationships with that are still here today, like Mr. Calder, Coach Babb, legendary Mr. Scott, and of course, quote, Jimmy Margraff, his words, not mine. And I think that's the exact sentiment that's shared with so many of the people that have come through this program and have, been a part of the Hopkins football family. You see the numerous conference championships, the playoff appearances, and those really do highlight the success of what's happened here. But what's special about this place is the people. In order to have those successes, you have to have talented players, you have to have talented coaches, but the people are really what has made a big impact for me, and I think for a lot of the people that have been associated with this program. And it's really a testament to Coach, the type of person he is, and the type of people that he has brought into this program over the last 26 years. When reflecting with teammates about our experience playing under Coach in anticipation of the day, what really stood out was kind of the culture that he's built here, lessons imparted off of the football field. 18-year-old boys coming out of high school are almost universally kind of immature idiots. And some of us may still be in some respects. But the college experience for many really is about personal growth, developing into an independent adult, and Hopkins football is really formative in that regard. With Coach Margraff, the sense of culture was always really strong, and what was expected of you is always quite clear. Above all else, Coach demands honesty, respect for others. Hopkins football creed stresses the importance of making a positive impact on your community around you. Always an emphasis on taking accountability for your actions, especially when it involves those not so infrequent Sunday morning walks to the coach's office. Sorry, Coach. Coach really pushed us to strive for excellence in everything that we do. As you always say, sharpen the axe, detest complacency. Academically, the classes that he's recruited have outperformed the general population of the school while having a huge commitment on top of that. And I think that says a lot about the program here and the kind of things that they value. In these ways, Coach really strove to prepare us for life after Hopkins as much as the next opponent. And I often tell people that choosing to play football at Johns Hopkins is the best decision that I personally have ever made. And that's really, really attributable to Coach and everything that he's built here. Being a member of this program afforded me the opportunity and the privilege of working with some really, really incredible individuals. I couldn't be any prouder for being a part of this family, and I think I speak for everyone when I say, thank you, Coach. Thank you.
And Coach Margraff's theme for this team, and it always has been this way, is pride and poise. And I think we've seen a lot of the pride today with everybody coming back, with a great crowd at the game. But I really noticed today poise on the sidelines when we were down. I almost wanted to go out and shake people, but I didn't realize that they had it all under control. And they did. They didn't panic. They came back and they beat a very good football team today. So I'm really, number one, impressed by how they handled the game, but number two, proud of this team. So what I would like to do now is bring up Coach Margraff and honor him for his 25th year here at Johns Hopkins and what he's done to this program, for this university, but for everybody in this room. It's an outstanding program and it's something we're all very proud of. So Jimmy, would you come up to the stage, please? So this trophy, which weighs about 100 pounds, basically says Jim Margraff, head football coach, Johns Hopkins University, Pride and Poise, presented by the Johns Hopkins Department of Athletics in appreciation for 25 years of dedicated service to the Hopkins football program. September 26, 2015. Jimmy?
Hey guys, thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. And people have alluded to this already, but Grant and Tom came to see me late spring and said, we'd like to do something for your 25th year, and I said, absolutely not. They wanted to do something in August, I said no. But then some of the guys from the 1990 team talked about coming back my very first year here. Just a wonderful group of guys. And I actually talked to our players about them yesterday. And I said, 25 years ago, I had a bunch of guys who wanted to win so badly but didn't know how to win. Right now, I've got a whole bunch of guys who know how to win. I just want to make sure you want to win that badly. And I think you saw it today, and Tom just stole a little bit of my talk here, but you saw pride and poise today out there. Our guys did a great job. I couldn't be more proud of our players today. That 1990 team, we had lost our first game 22-20 at Catholic. We lost our second game 28-20 at Swath, and we came home for our first home game a Friday night. Bob Benson, our defensive coordinator, is a great guy, but he comes in and says, Mars, if we don't win this game, we might go 0-10. So that's not really what you want to hear. And I went through the record books and realized no one's ever gone 0-10 in Johns Hopkins. It wasn't a really good week. But it was a tremendous game. Our guys, they played their tails off. They gave such great effort. And in the end, we scored with a couple of minutes left, and they got the ball back. And it was kind of evident that they were going to go down and score and win the game because we just weren't used to it. But we had a guy, and he loves when I say his name. I don't want to embarrass him, but he'd love to hear it. But Frank Gangemi is the only person to ever play offensive line, defensive line in the same season, make first team all conference of both. Made a couple of great sacks at the end of the game. We won. I had bought T-shirts in anticipation of our first win, figuring we'd win sometime early in the season, which said Hopkins football, we're back. And got into the locker room, ripped out those T-shirts, and those guys are smiling back there because that might still be the greatest locker room I've ever been in my whole life. And it was unbelievable. So, so welcome back. Welcome back to the 1990 team. They're just a great group of guys and some of my closest friends now. And looking at all this too, we've won enough championships where I think every year someone can have a 5 or 10 year reunion with championships. So I hope we have guys coming back every year, and we'll find a great time to bring folks back. With that, I really get a chance to say thank you. So I'm going to say thank you to a few people. One of all of you, our former players particularly, but all the folks that help us and support Hopkins football. I couldn't be more appreciative. The coaches here at Johns Hopkins are fantastic people and great colleagues. Our assistant coaches over the years, but certainly guys we have right now, their families, and they put in so much effort. I couldn't be more thankful. But mostly to my family, which I never get a chance to talk to. My Ida and Emmett Collins, my in-laws, you couldn't ask for better in-laws, better grandparents, and just wonderful people who support Hopkins athletics. My children, Megan, James, and Will, and my wife and best friend Alice. I mean, they put up with so much, so I can do this. I can go out and have fun every weekend. You don't know how much I love you, but you don't know how much I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. I'm going to try to get around and see everybody. I remember everybody. Please know that. I don't remember what years you were here. So if I'm introducing to your roommate and best friends and everything else, just pat me on the head and let me keep going. But I do want to get out and say hello. Again, special thanks to the 1990 team. You helped create what we have right now. I couldn't be more proud of Hopkins football, the people we have here, and I thank all of you. Pride and poise.